There's one thing that we can all agree on is that things change. All things change. The way I look, my age, my hair, how good it looks, all of it is changing. The world, its politics, its people, who's in power, who thinks they're in power, who thinks they're not in power, what power looks like, whether I have money or I don't, how I get that money. I'm touching on topics that are sensitive, that may trigger some of us in certain ways. There's battles that we fight to change some things and to keep some things the way they are. And for each of us, those battles look different outside. They look different outside. Because inside, the battle looks the same. There's usually something that fuels our will to change something outside. And as human beings, there really isn't too much variable about how that feels and why we do something outside. We do things out here because of what we feel in here. There is nothing that you can feel that has never been felt before by any existing human being now or in the past. The story looks different, but the feeling is ultimately the same. And so what I'm hinting at is the battle that we have been fighting for a millennia. It is the battle with change. And not the battle to change things out here. I mean, it does that without us as much as it does it with us. But the battle with change in here. Not just that we change in here, but how we hold and look at change in here. Because they tell you one thing that we face perpetually is the what's next phenomenon. What's next? I'll be eating some food. I'll shovel it in my mouth. I'm chewing it. And before I even get halfway through chewing it, if I chew it well enough, my utensil's right back in the food, ready for the next one. I haven't even finished here yet. Always a what's next. What's next? Now I tell you, I think theory. Now flow with me on this and just let in what feels right or reject it. It's all good. What I'll say right at the top here is it is a question for me, is how do we achieve this as a human species? Is it even possible to achieve what I'm going to propose without saying at the same time, be passive? Because what I'm proposing in the face of change is ultimately grace with change. So all the things that we pursue is meant to keep the things that we want, the things that make us feel good, the things that we need, the things that convey comfort or safety, and to push away those things I don't want. I don't want that. Get it out of here. Or to transform it, to transform the thing I don't want, shift the paradigm, and then turn it into a thing I do want. And then I don't want that to change. I want to keep that. And so I play this game. Now, it doesn't feel like a game to a lot of us. For some of us, it looks like survival. But there's one thing I can say is that humans have been playing it this way for a millennia. Generation after generation. We take part in the battle of change. And what we feel in here fuels what we do out there and how we treat each other as a result of it. I can't act out here in a way that doesn't fit with what I feel in here. Even if there's a discordance in here, the discordance will show itself in how I act out there. The battle we face is our battle with change. and so what we all pursue in some way. While I might call it happiness or joy or pleasure or comfort or any one of these things, or I just want something to be different out there so that I could just, all of that. It's a battle in here. And so the question is, what does grace with change look like? I call that peace. If we could have grace with change, each individual, that individual has peace.